Good morning, all of you. Yesterday we discussed the physical properties of alkyl halides and the preparation methods of the alkyl halides. And today here we are going to deal with the reactions of alkyl halide. And so the first type of reaction that we are going to study, that is the hydrolysis of alkyl halide. Now in this reaction, hydrolysis of alkyl halide, the formation of alcohols is going to take place. So here on treating the alkyl halides with the aqueous dilute solutions of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, or we can also use moist silver oxide, which is going to give the silver hydroxide. And so here the alkyl halide, that is, suppose here we will take CH3CH2Br, that is ethyl bromide, on reaction with or on heating with aqueous KOH, we will get the formation of the alcohol, that is ethanol plus KBr. And so this is the simple method for the preparation of your alcohols, and this type of reaction is called as your hydrolysis of alkyl halides. And here the another example, that is, suppose propanol, propyl bromide on reaction with Ag2O, that is moist in presence of water, it gives you the formation of propanol, that is CH3CH2OH plus AgBr plus twice AgBr. And so this is the simple preparation method of your alcohols. Then in the next reaction, so this is the first reaction, this is useful in preparation method of the alcohols. The second type of reaction, that is the reaction to obtain alkyl nitriles and nitroalkanes. Reaction to obtain alkyl nitriles and nitroalkanes. Now, the structure of nitroalkane, it's well known, that is R-NO2. And alkyl nitriles are your RON double bond O. So this is the basic difference in the structures of your alkyl nitriles and nitroalkanes. And we want to prepare these compounds from alkyl halide. Now while preparing the alkyl nitriles and nitroalkanes, the reagents that we are going to use are nothing but the silver nitrate, that is AgNO2, and AgNO2 we are going to use for the preparation of nitroalkanes, and potassium nitrate, we are going to use potassium nitrate for the preparation of alkyl nitriles. What is the basic difference between these two molecules or these two reagents? Potassium nitrite, it's ionic in nature, and here the silver nitrite is your covalent in nature. So this is the basic difference between these two reagents that we are going to use. And so on treating the alkyl halides, that is CH3CH2Cl, that is ethyl chloride. So on treating ethyl chloride with potassium bromide, or sorry, potassium nitrite, KNO2. So here K plus and NO2 minus, this attacks on this, and you get the formation of CH3CH2, sorry, as it is ionic, here N double bond O and O minus, So here this all the atoms are having the lone pair of electron. Means here negative charge means it's also having a lone pair of electron. And so this donates the electron pair this donates the electron pair to this carbon, and chlorine is cleaved. And so here the oxygen donates the electron pair, and so this is your ethyl nitrile. Ethyl nitrile. Because when it is ionic, that is K plus and NO2 minus, the negative charge goes towards this oxygen, and so oxygen is having a tendency to donate the electron pair. Whereas if you see the same thing, AgNO2, AgNO2, and in this AgNO2, that is the silver nitride, the lone pair of electron which is available with the nitrogen is more readily available, because nitrogen is less electronegative than oxygen. Here oxygen is more electronegative, so the tendency to attract this electron pair is stronger, so it does not donate the electron pair easily. But this is less electronegative, nitrogen is less electronegative, so it donates the electron pair more easily to this carbon, and bromine is given out, and here you get the formation of nitromethane. Nitromethane. And so in this way we are able to prepare the nitriles and alkyl nitriles and nitroalkanes from the alkyl halides. So this was your second reaction. Now the next reaction, that is the preparation or synthesis of alkyl nitriles and isonitriles. Synthesis of alkyl nitriles and alkyl isonitriles. Again here also in the same way, there is a basic difference in the structure, that is R C triple bond N are termed as your alkyl nitriles, and R N triple bond C is termed as your isonitriles, is termed as your isonitrile. And so in this basic difference, here again for the synthesis of your alkyl nitriles, we are using hydrogen cyanide as a reagent. And for the synthesis of alkyl isonitriles, the silver cyanide is used, that is AgCN. Here again the basic difference, that this is more covalent than ionic. It's more covalent than ionic, and here it's totally ionic. This is totally ionic in nature, and that's why here the carbon attacks on the alkyl group of the alkyl halide and forms alkyl nitriles, whereas in formation of alkyl isonitriles, as this is covalent, the nitrogen donates the electron pair to the R group of the alkyl halide, and so here you are going to get the formation of the isonitriles. So in this way we are going to study both the preparations or the synthesis of your alkyl nitriles and isonitriles. So here the simple reaction, that is methyl bromide on reaction with hydrogen cyanide, here gives you the formation of methyl cyanide plus HBr. So here this is your methyl nitrile, or these are also called as carbonitriles. These are also called as carbonitriles. And so in this way, so what is the simple mechanism of this? So here, sorry, instead of using the hydrogen cyanide, or we can use sodium cyanide also, or the potassium cyanide also. So here, mechanism of this reaction, that is CH3Br, and here if you take Na plus and Cn minus, so this Cn minus attacks in a SN2 fashion, that is substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, where the attack takes place from the backside and the leaving group, that is bromine, is cleaved, and you get the formation of CH3Cn plus NaBr. Similarly, the isopropyl bromide also reacts with, suppose, potassium cyanide, K plus NCN minus. This attacks here, and you get the formation of isopropyl nitrile, isopropyl nitrile. Here, when you get this isopropyl nitrile, means here the secondary alkyl halides, primary and secondary alkyl halides react smoothly with the cyanide, potassium cyanide or the sodium cyanide, to give you the alkyl nitriles. But whereas the tertiary alkyl halides does not give you the alkyl nitriles, they undergo, instead of the undergoing substitution, they undergo elimination reaction. And so the tertiary alkyl halides, the tertiary alkyl halides, that is your, suppose, tertiary butyl bromide, on reaction with potassium cyanide, gives you CH3CH3 double bond CH2 plus HBr plus HBr. Sorry, here it gives KBr plus KBr. So here it undergoes elimination, and the HCN, HCN means here, instead of undergoing substitution, it undergoes elimination, and here you get the formation of 2-methyl propene, 2-methyl propene. And so in this way, the synthesis of alkyl nitriles is being carried out from the alkyl halides. So we will turn towards the next reaction, that is the synthesis of your alkyl isonitriles. Alkyl isonitriles. So here the CH3Br, on reaction with AgCN, here this lone pair of electron is given to the carbon, and so here you get the formation of CH3N triple bond C plus AgBr. And so here this is the methyl isonitrile. This thing happens because this is more covalent than ionic, whereas the NaCN or KCN is ionic in nature, and here this is covalent in nature. So the nitrogen donates the electron pair easily, and here you get the formation of isonitriles. So in this way, the isonitriles can be prepared from the different types of alkyl halides. So this was the simple mechanism of this reaction. Then the next reaction is Williamson's ether synthesis. Williamson's ether synthesis. Williamson's ether synthesis from alkyl halides. So on treating alkyl halides, so this is a Williamson synthesis. Ether synthesis is a method in which the alkyl halides are allowed to react with sodium alkoxides. Sodium alkoxides, and this sodium alkoxides, that is Na plus O minus R, which is obtained from the reaction of sodium with alcohol. And so this alkoxides on reaction with the alkyl halides gives you the ethers, that is RO. Here suppose this is R dash, so here it is R dash plus NaX. So this is the product which is obtained is ether. And so in this way we can synthesize the different types of ethers, that is symmetrical ethers and asymmetrical ethers, by using alkyl halides and sodium alkoxides. So here for the example, what are the different types of symmetrical and asymmetrical ethers? So here if you consider the reaction of ethyl chloride with sodium ethoxide, sodium ethoxide, OC2H5. So this is your sodium ethoxide, and this is your ethyl chloride, ethyl chloride. So this gives you the diethyl ether, diethyl ether. And so this is your symmetrical ether, diethyl ether. This is your symmetrical ether. But here in the same way we can prepare the asymmetrical ethers also. So here the C2H5Cl, or you can just say CH3Cl, methyl chloride, with sodium ethoxide, the same molecule, that is Na plus O minus C2H5. Here you will get the formation of ethyl methyl ether, ethyl methyl ether. So here this is your ethyl methyl ether, which is a asymmetrical ether. It's a asymmetrical ether. And so in this way, by using the Williamson's ether synthesis method, we can prepare the different types of symmetrical and asymmetrical ethers. And so in this way we have studied the three different types of reactions of the alkyl halides. And in the next reaction, in the next lecture, we will deal with the elimination reactions of the alkyl halide and the substitution reactions of the alkyl halide. Thank you very much.